I'm surprised it's everywhere. It's on
That's
Twitter.
I
It's
blows my
all
mind.
Facebook gives me now.
I'm all
like
for it.
sometimes big booty bitches, but mostly Fetty Wap. And
Fetty
I
Wap is
I, I
really
like the
funny.
ratio.
It's good.
Um
So this is Kick-Ass 2010, guys. Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson before we knew him as the disappointing fucking Craven in the disappointing Craven movie he's in right now.
you know, he's in bad movies. Like I still like him
He
and everyone
is.
likes him and he's gonna
He's a
keep
good
getting
actor, dude.
roles. Right.
I don't understand it. Like, I feel like his agent is like, "What do you want, Aaron? You need to stop with these films, dude." He's like, "No, no, I want to push my acting capability. I need to be in a shit movie. I want to see how far I can elevate it."
Yeah.
Like,
I want to
he's,
dare Hollywood to live
I
without
want to
me.
dare Hollywood.
Cuz
Aaron, stop
he's
it.
in the new the 28 years later.
And he's in Nosferatu, and he killed it in Nosferatu.
Oh, okay. Well
He,
then
so I think
he's
he
solidified
learned.
that.
Yeah, I think he learned from Craven. I think Sony put such a bad taste in his mouth. He's like, I gotta start doing good movies. I can't save that. I can't fucking save that. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, like Nicholas Cage. Yeah. Well, Nicholas Cage.
He has a
I'm gonna be honest.
pocket. He has the
He
pocket.
he does. And here's my thing. Nicholas Cage gave us banger after banger from 80s to 90s. He deserves to have a shit run, and he had a shit run. And he just comes out of the. He's now just starring in everything, but he's also like the highlight of everything he stars in. To be honest, now,
Well,
he's good.
the unbearable weight, massive talent.
It's
That one's
so good,
very good.
very
That
good.
one's
It's
very good.
very good, very good.
And like
So
his shit to smash ratio is like 4-1.
yeah,
But
yeah,
no one, like there's people that have no smashes. So
yeah, exactly. And I think he of all people deserves like a shitter or two. You know, like I still quote The Rock with Sean Connery and him to this day. I still love Con Air. I love fucking The
oh yeah, yeah,
Father.
yeah.
You guys know this
Yeah,
movie,
of course.
dude. The guy just he has a pocket. It's Nicolas Cage.
If you're watching movies and you're trying to get into them and you're taking them seriously and you're trying to do your homework and due diligence, you're gonna see Nicolas Cage
You're gonna see
movies.
a
Like
cage.
you can't avoid
Going
them.
to. You absolutely can't. They're a necessity. Also starring Aaron. We had Aaron. We had Clark Duke, which he's funny. He's always going to be like a B list actor, funny, go lucky kind of just kid, which is really fun. He's an old man. He's a man by now, but like he's a man. But I always see him. I
Oh
see
yeah,
like a
this is
12-year-old boy.
15 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And he still looks the same. That man has not aged. He still has the biggest baby face. Nicholas Cage was in here. Jason Fleming, which he had a small role as a afterthought
What are
henchman
you
for
reading
Jason
from the
Fleming.
bottom up? Is Chloe Grace
No, like
Moretz?
IMDb's got every actor just fucking wildly positioned. Like Nicholas Cage is number 50
Let
and
me
number
see.
one's like Aaron. Like it's weird. If you go to
Well,
IMDb cast,
no,
they're everywhere.
Chloe's the third one.
Chloe, not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at IMDb cast.
Evan
I'm looking at
Peters.
the full cast.
Anyway,
Yeah, Evan Peters. Little did we know he'd become like a fan favorite Quicksilver.
you
Like
know,
he's just fucking dope,
well, what's funny, I didn't include it in the IMDb facts, but
dude.
shit, I always forget the dude's name. Aaron Taylor. Who's a what's it?
Aaron Taylor Johnson, both the
He,
Quicksilvers.
yeah, they both played Quicksilver. That's
They both
hilarious.
play Quicksilver. Yeah, they're both Quicksilvers, like 100%, which is really funny.
Yeah.
The cast was great, man. I really enjoyed Mark Strong. I forgot Mark Strong was in this movie, so when I saw him as the villain, I'm like, that's great. That's really good. He played fine in this one. Yeah. So I mean, it had a lot of people in here. All right, Rispoli, Big Joe. He's always playing like Italian fucking right hand henchman in some way, shape, and form. So like a little bit of a stereo typecast, but that's all right. Cage, Fleming. I love Fleming. Who else?
Let's
That's
go,
it,
man.
really.
Everyone knows who
Let's
was in the
go.
movie.
Yeah, everyone else knows. I'm trying to. What's the fucking kid's name? What's her name again? She became like a huge star.
Chloe Grace Moretz?
Chloe. Yeah, where is she at? Fuck, I don't like the way IMDb
Yeah, I
has.
don't know what you're looking at.
I'm looking at All right, there she goes. Chloe Grace. I haven't seen her in anything else recently.
She was in an Amazon show, I think the year before last that was okay. Like watchable.
Oh, yeah. She's like a woman now. Holy shit. She's a
Mhm.
woman.
Yeah.
She's a grown woman.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, take it
That
easy,
being
but
said-
yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Kick-Ass 2010. Let's go ahead and kick off trailer. I forgot he's in this fucking McLovin's in this movie too.
Mhm.
I forgot he can never escape McLovin. That role is so iconic. I just
Yeah.
see McLovin in everything, dude.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he cares enough to be a good enough actor to like
No.
to even. No, I don't think he does.
I didn't include this in the IMDb facts either, but he auditioned to play Kick-Ass in this.
Oh, did he?
hmm And they're like,
He's only,
you
like-
could be the Dweeby villain.
Yeah, 100%.
All
And he
right.
crushed it as that. That's a thing. It's crazy because his first audition, his only other audition outside of this movie was Superbad, and that was literally his very first audition. Nails it, goes into audition for Kick-Ass, gets the opposite of the
A
hero.
role.
He gets a role where most people in Hollywood spend their lives trying to get a role, and he just goes 2 for 2. It's nuts, man. Okay, let's go ahead and put on a trailer.
The
no, synopsis and then the
synopsis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Lazowski, an ordinary teenager and comic book fan, decides to become a real-life superhero despite having no powers, training, or experience. Adopting the persona Kick-Ass, he quickly finds himself in over his head when he crosses paths with brutal vigilantes Big Daddy and his deadly daughter Hit Girl, who are waging war against crime boss Frank D'Amico. As Kick-Ass gains viral fame, he gets drawn into a violent battle that tests his courage and challenges his perception of heroism.
Yeah. I say so.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
That's the movie. That's spot on.
You know, I was tripping out that it had a 2-hour runtime, and then when I was
Yeah.
going through it, I was tripping out like, it doesn't feel like it.
No,
like,
it felt good.
yeah.
Like, oh shit. And here is the trailer for 2010's Kick-Ass.
How come nobody's ever tried to be a superhero?
Well, I don't know. Probably because it's impossible.
Putting on a mask and helping people? How's that impossible?
Aaron Taylor also had a glow up. Like,
Oh my
He
god,
looks-
he became
he looks good for a
Yeah.
19-year-old here, but now he's all man now.
Dude, if anybody did it
He's a
in real
man.
life, they get their ass kicked.
Oh no, I'm just standing around, No, not.
I was just a regular guy.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey,
My only superpower was being invisible to girls.
the comic books had it wrong. You don't need a power to be a superhero.
Leave it alone! It's none of your business!
Yes, it is.
Hey, there's a dude just like a superhero. They're fighting a bunch of guys.
Who are you? I'm Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass has become the latest internet phenomenon.
This is awesome.
He's actually pretty good.
He should call himself
This is like early YouTube too.
yeah.
He's inspired a wave of real-life superheroes.
Tool up, honey bunny. It's time to get bad guys.
You wanna go fight some crime?
Let's see what you can do.
This guy comes out of nowhere.
This would be the guy that looks like Batman.
You're telling me one guy killed 8 of my men tonight?
I gotta send a public service message that being a superhero is bad for your health.
So you want to play?
Who are you?
I'm Hit Girl. And that's Big Daddy.
Kick-Ass. Red Mist. Oh, that kinda hurt.
That was so relatable. What happened? I was like, yeah. That would happen.
Yeah! Think I'm in love with her, dude.
I want this place locked down. Nobody comes in, nobody goes out.
As a little kid.
Oh, yeah. Didn't see that, did ya?
That's right, we're superheroes. You love us.
Yeah, the good trailer for the movie.
Pretty
It's
good.
good. Yeah, it's so I watched it. I haven't seen this movie in forever. And when I put it on and I watched it through, I felt like the first act and going into the second act was dragging a little bit for me, for my personal taste. But then Act 3 and 4, I was like, I'm dialed in. Like, this is fun. It got me back into that mood. Scott Pilgrim came out the same year, right? 2010.
Mm-hmm.
It had a good 2010 had a good vibe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it had those two movies coming out around the same time that year. Really good cinema vibes. Like it had the same, like it's fun. It's good.
Yeah, it was
So,
later. Kick-Ass was in April, and then Scott Pilgrim was in August.
There you go. Yeah,
So-
the 2010 had a good year. I was having fun, and I forgot that Nicolas Cage. I just accepted Nicolas Cage for what he was doing in this film. It's funny, but then like I broke up and teared up, and I was tearing up and crying a little bit when he's screaming out on fire, helping his daughter like just murder the best he possibly can. Like he's like recounting the steps in which she should do, and she's doing them, and he's on fire, dying, and I'm like, that's so fucking Nicolas Cage. Like it's such a Nicolas fucking Cage moment. Like in my head, that wasn't written, and Nicolas Cage like, hey, let me add something in here.
When that first came out, I saw it in theaters, and then a couple times after, I always had an issue with the way he delivered those lines. You're about to make fun of me, but I saw it this time. I was like, oh, he's on fire. You might talk a little funny if you're on fire. I've never been on fire. I imagine it would affect my speech patterns a little bit.
You didn't take that into an account?
No, not at all. It's like at least 2 watches, maybe 3.
Why does he sound like that? Oh, he's on fire.
But no, here's the thing: is like I would complain about people, about 2 people about that, and they're like, "It's fine." They didn't explain to me fire. Fire good.
But they're looking at you like you're a psychopath, right? You're like, this motherfucker doesn't understand pain tolerance.
That too. I think for dramatic effect, his nerve endings and the pain that he was able to feel would like come and go.
The boy got his knees beat in with a baseball bat before he was lit on fire, dude. And not only that, he's not only on fire. All right, it's one thing to be on fire. He's on fire with a reinforced rubber suit that's melting and grafting onto his fucking skin.
Oh, so he's sweaty. Oh, I didn't account for that either. Yeah, you're right.
That's why I was so emotional. Like he's on fire, dying, and he's still helping his daughter because he loves her. Oh.
I think my emotional moments were it's a random scene. When he gets those guys when he stops those guys from jumping that one guy, and he keeps getting up and fighting them. He's like, what the fuck's your problem? And he said, 3 dudes laying into one guy while everyone watches. And you want to know what's wrong with me? I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that was really good. That was like, it was really, because that's more honest than ever before. Right?
Yeah.
That's like such commonplace now. How many times on Twitter or on YouTube we see a fight break out or someone gets severely hurt and everyone's just pull their phones out as opposed to just helping.
And then when Hit Girl saves them, and then cuts the camera, and then Marcus he's choked up and he's glad she's okay. Yep. Mixed emotions because she's a mass murderer essentially. But he's glad she's okay.
She's okay. She's a vigilante. She's okay.
Well, no, you could be a vigilante and not a mass murderer. But
Daredevil, that's fair.
Right. Batman.
Yeah,
Batman doesn't kill.
I've seen the Ben Affleck films. That motherfucker kills.
Kills.
Right. Also, in a coma-inducing bashing of the skull. Technically not dead, but you're not the same ever again. For me, I think that was my only real emotional moment was that scene because that was fucking really heavy. The scene where I forgot in my head, I'm just watching Hit Girl go in there, and which was really cool. Murder all the bad guys in the building, and she's just plowing through them, and she's hiding behind, and the motherfucker goes to get the rocket launcher, and I'm sitting there like, how the fuck is she gonna? I don't remember what happened here.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
of a sudden, you just hear the Hallelujah by Elvis, which I guarantee you, Nicolas Cage asked for that. And then like he comes floating up.
He
'cause in
should
my
have
head,
had
I'm like,
the JBL. He should have Fetty Wap on the JBL. Is what he should have had.
in my head, dude, I was like, how are they gonna do this? Because I knew they had the Gatling gun, but I don't remember what it was.
Right.
I forgot. So when
Yeah.
I see that motherfucker Aaron just showing up on a jetpack with dual Gatlings, I'm like, this is a good movie. This is fun.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, it was
blasting away.
for having such a goofy premise. It never really asked you to like. That was the only thing you really had to accept.
Yeah.
Everything after was shown to you. It made sense. Like, oh, this little girl, this 11-year-old girl is killing everyone, but they did it like logically. It's like she had night vision. She had all these tools. She was nimble. It's
She's been
good.
trained since she was a
Right.
kid.
Yeah.
All that. So it was good.
We'll go.
Okay, IMDb scores at 7.6
Right.
out of 10.
Right. And you,
I gave Fury my heart of hearts beforehand.
right.
Go ahead and tell him.
Let me double check it. It's 7, right? Yeah,
It's a 7.
7.0
I gave it a
in
7.
your
out
heart
of
of
10.
hearts.
In my heart of hearts.
Which,
I was pushing for a
with
5,
a-
7.5, but I was like,
That's kind of where I was. We'll get into it. But what 7? Without getting too in depth, what was it lacking?
it was above average for sure. It was fun. The acting felt good, but nothing crazy. I think what fell short outside of like next level acting, direction was okay too. There were some weird choices, but direction was okay.
Oh, I maxed it.
wasn't
Oh, let's just get into it then.
We'll get into it.
Acting,
0.5, yeah, that's good.
yeah,
0.5.
because it wasn't like
It was there.
yeah, no one did bad, but no one like I can't think of one time where I was like,
Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage was easily the high point. It was the.
could you imagine? What do you got for acting?
0.5 for acting.
Okay.
0.5.
Story.
It was again. Everyone. It's weird to say it, but like the movie didn't really require any heavy load of carrying any type of acting because everyone was kind of doing.
No, it didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 0.5. You know, story plot. I'm fighting between a 0.5 and a 1 right now.
Oh, I mean, it's here. I'll pitch a 1 to you. I'll sell you on a 1.
Sell the 1 to me. Sell the 1.
It's
because it's believable. It's believable.
For sure. I batted it around a little bit when the movie started, but it's very ambitious and well executed is the thing. Like you don't automatically buy that movie. Like if someone hasn't made it yet and you sell it, but it's well executed. So I think the vision is what rounds it out, and because it could have been fumbled, like it easily could have been a 0.5, but I think when it was all said and done, it's like, oh, that's good.
Yeah,
it's a
because
good story.
essentially it's a coming of age superhero tale.
Because you know what's that didn't hit me the first time I watched it is that Red Mist and Kick-Ass, like Red Mist liked Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
And he wanted to protect him and be friends with him because he was a lonely rich kid. And
yeah, 100%.
and they, everything transpires and then they become enemies. But that's a nice little something.
And no, that's true. That's true.
Kitty doesn't know either.
I know. For it being a superhero movie that isn't mainstream Marvel or DC, I mean successful. It is. It 100% successful.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it a 1 because I didn't like the bad guy, like the villain story was kind of rough for me. I was like, but that's only because it's been played out through and through. Like, all right, this is the guy. he's got a lot going on, but this kid.
Okay, yeah, they
He's
didn't
bringing
go
heroes to
crazy
life. They
with
didn't go
with the
crazy with it.
risks outside of their main plot.
Yeah, but you know what? A 1 is fair because I enjoyed the direction of it. The plot made sense of where it was going. Having Nicolas Cage raising an assassin of that degree, causing problems. I actually was more involved with Big Daddy and Hit Girl's story because of they had real stakes. They had a real reason why they want to bring down the crime family. I was actually pretty involved with that part. So yeah, a 1 is good. I'll give it a 1.
I don't think I included it in the facts, but in the comic, apparently, Big Daddy is just an accountant who got bored with his job and kidnaps that girl and then raises her that way.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Right.
I'm glad. Yeah, story plot good. They just look, they looked at that. He's like, I think we can tell a better story. I'm gonna write it in a real reason.
What do you
here.
what a real reason? What do you have direction as?
Direction? And you know what? It's always you have to look at it from the lens of 2010, right? You can't.
Kinda.
What was going on? The movies at the time. You give it a 1.5, which is like just top tier, best.
Yeah.
I'm think it's a
I-
1 for me.
That's
It's not a
fine.
perfect direction. It's a 1. I can't.
So yeah, I would like. I'm also 1.5 in the screenplay dialogue. I'm not saying that they were perfect outings. I would just say like flawed,
It's
masterful
flawed, but, like,
performances.
What did it bring? Like in terms of direction,
The
did
fighting
it
for
bring anything
for
new?
direction, it was the fight scenes. Like
for the
they
time
were-
too. This is before John Wick totally changed
they're good.
everything.
You know, and I
They're
got
really
that
good.
John Wick vibe
did too.
when she was going
did
in,
too.
and that,
I
and
was
then
sitting
we'd
there like,
see
this is very pre John Wick.
right, and we would see Wick 4 years later.
Yeah.
So
He changed everything.
all the things were good too, but since you're asking, like the fight scenes, all of them were
All
so good.
All of them,
But
all of them were
specifically when Hit Girl is at Rasul's house saving Kick-Ass,
yeah.
and she lops that guy's leg off, and it just
Oh, fuck.
sputters to the ground.
Yeah, it's like that.
Like
that will
what
happen.
a fucking shot that is, and then Kick-Ass was like, "What the fuck?" He just wanted
Yeah,
to
like-
scare someone with batons, and then he has to
Yeah.
watch an 11-year-old girl
This-
murder a room full of
Yeah,
people.
100%. Like what the? I am in over my head. This is way above my pay grade. That's exactly the response most of us would have.
But the leg getting lobbed off was fucking awesome. Oh,
For me, I'm giving it a 1, not a 1.5.
all right.
'cause
Production.
there's just better stuff out there. You know, it was good. One is good. Production was really good. The costumes were on point. They weren't like superhero next level fucking crazy. They looked like they were made by a kid. Kick-Ass by a kid who just had some fucking attire and can-do attitude.
But that's it. It should though.
Everything looked real. Yeah, everything looked good. Everything looked good. The shots were really good. Production value was solid. The moment-to-moment shots were good. On-site locations were good. I
It just-
feel like it
It didn't
just
excel.
wasn't- nothing
It
pushed
just
the-
hit
yeah.
the mark everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it just hit the mark. Yeah, 100%. That's the perfect way of describing that.
Screenplay, dialogue.
Screenplay dialogue. 1.5. No, that's good. Yeah, it was great.
You're with that?
I'm with that. That makes sense to me because everything was believable. Everything had its place. Everything felt tight.
There
Everything
was-
made sense.
There was just like very particular scenes that had to be written into the script, like the industrial sized microwave. Like what
Yeah, that was
what a
fucking-
crazy scene.
Can
that
we
they-
like talk about that? Like I was like, what part of his business does he require that? Like I don't.
they
does he
said
have that?
they said something about like curing lumber or doing something with lumber.
Oh, then that's everything had its place then at that point.
Yeah.
Like for me, I remember it too. Why when I felt this way, I remember it. I was sitting here watching the film, and then I remember when the Red Mist had the plan to lure Kick-Ass back to the warehouse
Mhm.
and take care of him, right? And I'm sitting there like, why doesn't he just kill him right then and there, or why don't they just show up and just murder him right there? That makes no sense. But then we zoom out, a couple minutes go by, and the father wants him alive. He wants answers. He wants names. I'm like, perfect.
And that
makes
is a
complete
good
sense.
fucking script. It's
Yep.
just like
Perfect sense.
John Wick 4 years later. Same
Yeah.
scenario. They have the protagonist tied to the fucking chair, monologuing. It's like,
Monologuing,
what?
yeah.
I'm just gonna walk up and assume everything goes to plan. What's the problem? Whereas this one made sense. Is like
It makes
he
sense.
he killed all his, like, most of his guys were dead in his gang or whatever,
Yeah.
and he
must
wanted
have
to
missed it
send a
too.
message. Perfect.
He wanted to send a message,
Perfect.
which that makes complete sense to his character. I must have missed the teddy bear scene early on before,
Oh,
because when he went in to grab the teddy bear from the warehouse, I'm like, why the fuck did he save a teddy bear? I must have went to the restroom during a crucial part in the film, and I came back. And then when he explained it, do you remember when you had the babysitter watch through the baby cam of the teddy bear, and then he put it in there and thought this would be a really cool unmasking? I'm like, fuck, that makes perfect. That makes perfect sense. This is great. So yeah, everything was very well thought out. So yeah,
entertainment value.
one, absolutely one. It was good. It was entertaining as fuck. The first two acts a little like to me, in terms of like, not as in bad, but in compared to the third and fourth act.
I
In
don't.
comparison to
I
that
say English teacher alone carried the first act for me. I mean, I'm trying to see what that'd be like. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I love Aaron's character, like, monologue. He's just narrating everything, and he's just like talking about it, and it felt good. It felt realistic, like you were a kid. 100%. We had those teach Miss Han English class, 4th grade. I'm trying to see what that be like. I had a huge crush on Miss Han. So I understood. Everything felt real, and it made complete sense. So it was very entertaining. It wasn't like, for me, it's, I put this on a personal scale. Is, if the movie comes on and I'm passing by, am I going to sit down and watch this film? Maybe if it's near the end of the film or during a certain part for me, but I'm not gonna.
It doesn't grab you like some of the classics, but
Yeah.
it's like, if I'm not doing
It's up there.
anything and it's on, yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Now I didn't used to look at that movie that way,
Yeah.
but now I was like, man, I
It's
forgot
good.
how good it was. Yeah.
I forgot to. I left the movie with that exact same feeling. That was actually way better than I thought it would be. Like, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Je ne sais quoi. Giving it a 1. Yeah,
am.
I give it a 1. Because when it hit, dude, it had, people were talking about it.
It was,
the whole rated R superhero thing was a thing.
yeah, they did something. They did. We'll get into it more in the IMDb facts, but people were fucking pissed that 11-year-old girl was fucking shit up.
Yeah, dude, they were, and I'm sitting there like, I just like a good movie, man. This is cool. Like, I don't understand why people get so fucking hyped up and crazy about shit like that. You're going to a movie, you're asked to suspend the levels of disbelief.
It's just
based off a comic.
Well, it's just the epitome of first world problems. It's
Well,
just
100%.
like manufactured outrage, and people just don't like zoom out and think, oh man,
Zoom out.
my life is so good that I can complain on what's happening in a fictional movie. Like, oh man, that's so good.
Like, those same people, and this is why there's shitty people out there. Those same people will shit on this movie, but then say Leon the Professional is fucking great. Like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm getting hot just even thinking about that type of guy, dude. Like, that guy fucking.
You're too emotional, bro.
Dude, you're too emotional, bro, dude. I get hot, because it's the same twats. It's this first world problem, twat problem. We're like, this movie sucks. She's a 12-year-old. She's too young, or no way. But then you bring up Leon the Profession and be like, oh, that's such a beautiful artistic movie about two people in love, but not really because of their age is so far drastic. But Gary Oldman crushed it as a really great film. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Enjoy fucking movies, dude.
Well,
I'm getting hot.
so yeah, they cut
him. I'm gonna see that guy in the fucking reviews. I know they exist. I know those fuckers exist. Okay.
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 The awards. I got your boys.
7.5. So what'd you give it though? Before we move past it, what did you give your score? What was your score? 7.5.
Yeah.
What was mine? 7.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Tally up.
Oh,
That was my
yeah.
heart of hearts. What was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
overall? I gave acting a 0.5, story plot
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
1,
7.
directions 1,
7.
7.
Well,
Hey,
you did the same.
hey!
You did the same thing last week, and like last week, I scored it higher than you.
Okay, all right. Hey, I'm turning into the curmudgeon. Okay, I'm turning into the fucking curmudgeon. I like it, baby. I'll take all the hate. Everyone look at me like I'm the bad guy.
For the awards, I got your boys.
Oh my guys!
I should have added you in the Discord, but the on Sunday they had the Saturn Awards. They were live.
You should have.
I just put it there, but I should have tagged you. And then the Penguin won whatever it was nominated for, and someone screenshot and said, "This show is so good, it's winning awards on different planets." Because it got the Saturn Award.
They might as well be, because that's how fucking insignificant that conglomerate is. Can't stand them. Best horror thriller? Fuck you. Come on, dude. God, Saturn makes me so mad, dude. They're just willy-nilly with their categories, man. They're just fucking let's throw Bluey in greatest drama ever told. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I gotta pull up. Let's look at the nominations now, because I gotta be upset.
Yeah, I'm getting them right now.
It's so I hate you, Saturn. What are you doing with your life, man? They're so willy-nilly, dude. That's too loose. That's way too loose.
Or oh fuck.
They don't. This is the signs of a madman who does not care.
So it was going up against Let Me In, The American, Black Swan, Shutter Island, and The Wolf Bed.
Fuck, man? Shutter Island? You had Shutter Island on there, and that didn't get it? That's actually a thriller. What was thrilling about Kick-Ass? It was action, man. There was no suspense. There was no high-end tension from scene to scene. It was just really good action.
Yeah, do they have an action category? Best action adventure.
I bet you it is fucking action.
Saw, Expendables, Green Hornet, Red, Robin Hood, True Grit, Unstoppable.
I guarantee you they'll fucking throw in and then the one who wins that category is the fucking Manchurian candidate, like, for best action. Piece of shit, dude. Saturn's so ridiculous, dude. Like, all right, thriller, really? It's in the horror. It's not even, there's no horror there. There's no horror. There's no scare.
Maybe the gruesome nature. Maybe.
No, it's action, dude. Expendables had a gruesome name. Literally, that's literally in the name. All right, literally in the movies, everyone is that way. There was a higher body count, and there's no horror about that or thriller. It was just action through and through. Coming of age.
But yeah, it didn't get much. A lot of awards, but like a lot of the indie film companies. So
we don't have time for snowflakes.
So the British Independent Film Awards, no wins, all nominations. Best director, best British Independent Film. Yeah, it's
a great movie. It's good.
Good. People should be proud.
I don't like Saturn so fucking. I would just.
I'm
discredit a movie. If you're nominated by Saturn, I'm like, they're so fucking off the marker. I'm like, this movie can't be good.
I'm gonna keep including them. Because I don't think they can redeem themselves in your eyes.
They don't care about credibility.
On top of that, they make you mad about something new every week.
It's insane, dude. It's crazy. And I'm sitting here like, maybe Saturn will, maybe they'll get it right one time. thriller horror
Yeah.
kick-ass. That's
all right, but if and when they do get it right one time, you have to
I'll
own
acknowledge
up.
it.
Okay.
Oh, I'll acknowledge
Alright.
it. But listen here, they're so far off the fucking marker, they're bound to get one right at this
Sure,
point.
yeah.
Like, I need to see consistency from Saturn. I need you to act like Mars, and you're acting like a real fucking Saturn right now. Like, you're so far off the fucking kaleidoscope that is our solar system. You don't belong, man. You don't fucking belong. I don't like them.
Let's go. Let's go reviews. I forgot what we call it. A glazer.
We got a
hater.
glazer, a hater, and an average man in between.
Let's go. 10
The
out of
everyday
10
man.
10 out of 10 stars. Best original superhero movie to date. When I first saw Kick-Ass, I was expecting more action than comedy. However, I was wrong with how surprisingly funny the movie turned out to be. I thought Hit Girl was what made the movie shine, as she was cussing and slaughtering people. Aaron Johnson did a good job playing the lead role of Kick-Ass, and I thought Nicolas Cage was good at playing Big Daddy, as it wasn't the typical Cage film. In 2010, you could say that, but now he's done.
Oh, okay.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
If this review is done in 2010, then okay.
We will see. This movie beats a lot of those stupid high school movies and chick flicks that are trying to be funny but fail. This is a great combination of bloody action and comedy. It's the Superbad meets Kill Bill genre. I highly recommend this film. This guy's kind of on it, just a little too high on the score.
A little too high on the score there. But I mean, I can't refute any point. 2010. Okay, yeah.
It's our
Little
boy
did he know
Will
this would be
Rasmussen.
an average. This would be a low end film for Cage. Little did this guy know.
All right.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was good. A little too high, but I can't refute any of his
Points,
he
yeah.
made nothing. Yeah, his points were good.
All right.
Super good.
Did I do it wrong?
Oh, you did. That's okay.
We'll jump around.
This is all right, here we go. So this is one of these asshats. This is clearly one of these asshats. There is nothing fun about an 11-year-old murder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? This movie has more free violence than any war movie I can ever rig up. And it's done by a cold-blooded 11-year-old. Also, the only superhero movie that was good guys are more perverse than the actual bad guys. I know this is based on a comic book, but I won't bother to read it. I doubt it covers all of the plot holes. Did I say that the 11 murder? Did I say the 11 murderer killed people who are already down? Or about the super smart Big Daddy idiot moves when the bad written plot demands? The characters have no life. Their only reason there is to be pure cold violence. I had to stop this movie several times, thinking, why? I'm still watching this. Damn, Watchmen was violence too, but it gave a hard atmosphere and background. It showed how to make a real life superhero thing. They said thing in a fucking review. God damn it. Kick-Ass is in its color dandy world only shows how it's cool to kill people with cool
Yeah.
At least they acknowledge it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool moves, and dropping blood on the screen is cool too. So kids go buy a comic and learn how to kill people. There's even a scene where there's a camera go on the first person mode, like a video game. Don't let your kids watch this or anyone you care about.
Which you could say that last sentence. Well, not that anyone you care about, like, don't let your kids watch this, and then start talking about the movie. But yeah, like a full rant, just to like, just
that's
over the content.
You're
fictional,
dumb and you should feel bad. Like, it makes no sense. Like, this person is clearly sheltered, because if you want to talk about comics being this crazy, they already were. As a matter of fact, Tom McFarlane wrote a particular comic where it was about a African-American assassin who got set up by his company, died, went to hell, came back through the love of his wife years later to find out that she remarried his best friend, and then he had to fight hell, heaven, and the Ku Klux Klan. That's a real thing. That was already a thing in the early 90s. Not even a make 'em up. Matter of fact, Spawn, literally to get vengeance on the Ku Klux Klan headsman, made him black, and then turned him black, and then his own best friends hung him because he was black. It's a real comic. So this person is clearly sheltered through the highest degree. Mortal Kombat was already a thing in video games too. Like this is
It's dumb. It's dumb. It's just
thing.
like everyone
Idiotic
wants
thing.
like video games and TV and movies to raise kids. It's like, no, we should watch things for entertainment, have these discussions, and then have the real life dialogue where it's like, obviously it's not okay to do bad, kill people.
Yeah, and here's the thing, dude. Like, be a better fucking parent. Like, don't
Right.
let video games and movies dictate and raise. I mean, if you've raised your kids right, they should already fucking know what's
If
right.
you raise your
what's
kids
wrong,
right, they
and
should
then-
already be killing. So this shouldn't shock them.
They shouldn't shock them at all. This is just a Tuesday.
They should already have a hefty body count of their own.
Yeah, I can't stand it when a super right-wing Republican comes in and is like, well, look at Grand Theft Auto. They're playing these games. Like someone like fucking comes in like, I don't like anything about this game. Nah, they're gonna teach these children how to commit crime and have sex with prostitutes. No, life's gonna teach you that. Like nothing. Like you should go in with your moral compass already there. Like it's idiotic. It's such an idiotic thing. Okay.
At the 5'10.
Let's go back to the Glazer, baby. No, you gotta go up. Gotta go up. Remember, you had two in a row, 2 10 out of 10s.
No, but we got to go back after the mid.
Oh, you're right. This is the mid. Okay.
5 out of
Get
10
an everyday
stars.
guy.
Too much bang and slash. Too little kerpow. The classic premise. The classic
like
premise of many superhero movies is that an ordinary, even a wimpy sort of guy has a second life thanks to his secret powers. Think Spider-Man, Superman, or Batman. So the hilarious premise of Kick-Ass is that a really ordinary guy decides to live a second life as a superhero, but without any superpowers, and with predictably mixed results. And in places, the film is funny. But a general feature of superhero movies is that the violence they feature is comic book stuff, which enables the crime-fighting vigilante to indeed be a hero and not the altogether more ambiguous figure found, for example, in Scorsese's Taxi Driver. Kick-Ass was
You can't compare. You cannot compare. You're dumb.
unfortunately combines its comic presence with a lot of serious violence. It's deliberately overdone as opposed to realistic, but nonetheless, it still falls into a long family of movies that seem to tell us that ultraviolence is cool. Oh, this guy's like, it's the mid, it's the 5.
He's everywhere.
Some people-
matter of fact, this guy is everywhere. He's an everyday man right here.
Some people can pull this off through sheer verve, think Tarantino at his best, but generally, I find the fetishizing of guns and swordplay tedious, and to me, this blunts the movie's comic edge. To me, Kick-Ass was less than the sum of its parts. Maybe I have no sense of humor, but bazookas don't make me laugh.
Listen, something should, because
The one line with the bazooka, because it, like when you write that in, but they still did it well. That's why it's such a good
yeah,
script.
they did it very well.
When
It
you
was
write
fucking
in a
awesome.
bazooka, you're just like, it's almost like
if
it's like a
bazooka
cheat
out
code.
of war context, out of like, and it's like like a fish out of the water moment with a bazooka. Yeah,
But every time they interacted with it, it was very funny, and
but
so
it was also honest. Like it was real. Like,
Right,
like,
so-
I thought it was hilarious.
so he goes and gets the bazooka, and he comes back.
Yeah.
They're like, "What do you mean you have everything under control?
Everything under
You
control,
walk
so
out with a fucking
Walking with
bazooka."
a fucking bazooka.
And then he like gives him the go ahead, and then he goes,
gives the go.
and then there's this big old gunfight because Kick-Ass shows up, and then
so good.
he gets quiet, and the dad's like, "That's a weird sounding bazooka." Well,
It's so
look,
good. Yeah,
this
it's
is
so
kind of rare on IMDb, but they're shitting on the review. 108
What?
downvotes
Oh, that is
to
right.
96.
Downvotes. Yeah, because here's the thing.
Eat a dick,
2014
Paul.
Oh, Paul, eat a fucking dick, idiot. Like, because here's my thing. You know what happened? You don't want to know why I got 108 votes downvoted? because John Wick came out.
Well,
His
that one's
opinion
pretty
not matter
early.
less.
It's January 22nd. But
Nah,
this guy
Paul's an
came
idiot.
back 4 years later.
Yeah.
Huh.
Watch it.
To say Kerpow.
Oity toity fuck.
All right. I gotta
No, that's all right.
I gotta crawl up
Like,
here.
that guy he's hated the last 10 years of our life. He's hated it because it's all nothing but John Wick movies. He hates it. What about dick eating?
I love the new mod. I love it.
Yeah, the new mod's good. New mod's real good.
Asking the hard questions. What about dick eating?
With the claps is wild. What about dick eating, boo boo? What are we talking about if not dick eating? Yeah, because 4 years later, John Wick just takes over the industry, elevates action, how we see violence, and then continues to spawn 3 other fucking amazing John Wick films. And then
Hey,
that's
what?
What 1 through 4 were great. What are you talking about?
Continue
All
your
4
point.
John Wicks were great. All right, we're gonna talk about that later. But I popped in right when Poppy said, "Eat a dick," as you should have. Questing, welcome right on time. But like it changed the industry, man. So this guy again, it's funny to see these people react in that moment because we have that frame now, right, of where it's led to. That guy hates cinema as of right now because that's all it is, and it's awesome. I'm fucking here for it. I love it. Bring back 80s action.
All right, let's go.
Back to a Glazer. How you doing, Questing? Welcome on in, man.
10-10, awesome movie, probably the best movie of the year. Which in April they might have got away with that.
They might have got it.
Saw it yesterday from a movie screening. This movie has it all: comedy, action, and story. I recommend this movie to everyone who has a sense of humor. Best thing of all, nothing in this movie was over-exaggerating. The fighting scenes were well done and actors were very good. If you're into superhero movies and want to check something new out, this is it. The story alone makes the movie all that much better. A lot of action movies either have too much accent. His grammar's fucking shit. And not a good story, or very little action and a good story. Yeah. Kick-Ass has both the action and the great story. I mean, come on, Common. Who has
come on.
Me take me go and take me on life.
Me think we gonna take me on life.
I mean, come on. Who hasn't dreamed of being a superhero and fighting bad guys? If you'd like the comedy in Superbad, you will love Kick-Ass. And that was the name is funny. That is from Hidden Dip.
The name's good.
In March. So it was a screening a month before.
It was a screening. Okay.
Nice.
Got it.
Hidden Dip.
Good for him. Me think we gonna take me on life.
Did I posted it? Did Kitty ever see that meme?
Kitty. Kitty was laughing so hard. No, I was telling Kitty about that, and I showed her. She was laughing too.
Wait, did I get 10? Oh, we got a bonus, baby.
You got a bonus here. All right.
Kick-Ass was Kick-Ass. I saw a screening of it.
No.
I saw a screening of it the other day, and my jaw literally hit the floor. This is the Glazer we've been looking for. This film, in my opinion, butchers Avatar. This comedy is laugh out loud. This film has a sparkle to it. I am surprised because I hated Stardust, but I was surprised at how good this film was. For a comedy, the acting was great, and I loved seeing Grace Moretz say cunt. But to tell you the truth, I just thought Kick-Ass was Kick-Ass. It's a roller coaster ride, and I want to ride it again. I could not believe how utterly hilarious a film could be. This film knocks the best superhero films out of their leagues. Seriously, if there is a film better than Kick-Ass this year, it'll be the top on the top 250. Tom Collins. You feel him on the sign-off? I know you feel him on the sign-off.
I do like the sign-off, dude. He felt so good about that review. He put it down, man. Since when did trolls put so much effort into movie reviews? I think he just genuinely loved this fucking movie. I think what happened, Questing, with this guy, He was like, we have a blast in the past Brandon Fraser situation where he lived in a bunker for most of his adult life, came out, was like, oh my God, this is incredible. And then everything was at a 10 for him. Tomaz. Yeah, 100%.
I do like the excitement of the review though. I kind of got like,
Dude, he
even though
was
I
pumped,
disagreed with
dude.
it, but got secondhand. It's like
Bro,
fucking
top
fucking
250
Tom.
isn't like every AAA movie for the year. Dude, he's just like at an all-time high. I tried Coca-Cola for the first time. I had me Ruffles Chips Barbecue, and then I watched Kick-Ass. Everything is insane good. Like that's the energy he brought.
Do you think when Kick-Ass 2 comes up again, the chat is gonna vote that we watch 2?
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We didn't. We forked. We forked existence. There's another alternate reality where we selected How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
And at this very moment, we're reviewing that instead.
This is the same dude that claims RC Cola is top tier, dude. I love me some RC Cola and some denim long shorts. This is the best. 100% Quest.
Are you in the mood for a skit break?
Skip break? What do you mean?
We watch a skit on YouTube.
Oh yeah, let's watch the skit. I'm always.
Questin reminded me of a very, very funny skit. Let's see if I can find it.
I'm always up for that. Let's do this. RC Cola and cheese nips. Yeah, do you remember? Dude, I've never had cheese nips. My jam. Cheese nips. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
All right, this is so good.
Okay, I like it. Let's do this. Pause the music. I'm all ready for it.
How are you today, sir?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. What can I get you to drink?
Let me start off with a Sprite.
Ooh, we have Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow?
Yes, sir.
Who's drinking Mellow Yellow over Sprite?
Literally everybody, sir.
No. Let me just get a Coke then.
We have RC.
RC?
Yes, sir. Both the red and blue can.
You didn't have to say that. I don't even know what RC is. You didn't tell me the colors of the cans. But I'm just being rude. I'm sorry. Let me just get Dr. Pepper. I know y'all got that. Man, who the fuck is Dr. Thunder, man? Who is that?
It's just like Dr. Pepper, just a little more kick to it.
I don't care what type of kick this nigga got, man. This fake ass superhero, man. You telling me people drink Dr. Thunder?
Yes, sir. Everybody drinks it.
Everybody drink. No, not everybody. Stop saying that. Before you go home and drink Dr. Thunder?
I have a 12-pack at home, actually.
Man, quit fucking playing on me, bro. Hey, look, go give me a water before I leave the restaurant, for real.
Ooh, we have tap.
Y'all giving niggas water out the sink.
Why wouldn't we?
Hey, go get your manager, man. You got one of them?
We have an assistant manager.
Man, go get him and stop playing.
Sir?
Oh, is there a problem over here?
Yeah, there's a problem. Every time I ask this man for something to drink, he over offering these barbershop ass drinks.
Oh, I'm not sure what's going on, but we have a lot of drinks to choose from, sir.
Man, obviously y'all don't, because every time I ask him for something, he say, oh, you want this?
Well, I mean, we got Mellow Yellow.
Why are you saying that? Like, that's a top drink, nigga.
Talking about the RC?
I did. Both red can and blue can.
And blue? Oh, Dr. Thunder. The kick is amazing on that one.
Man, I'm about to kick one of y'all niggas, bro. What is you talking about, man? This fake ass shit, everything all branded. Hit this fake ass candle, nigga. This Walgreens ass candle.
But sir, we have everything that you need. What do you mean?
Obviously not. Ask for Sprite.
Mellow Yellow is the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. Just go get Sprite then if they the same thing. Y'all talking about Quench?
Oh, Quench. We do have Quench. It's like Gatorade. But
hey, man, hold me back, because I'm telling you, don't come here. I don't even fucking know you coming here talking about Quench. Nobody drink no fucking Quench. It's Gatorade.
Everybody drinks
yeah, I think.
No, everybody does not drink Quench. I don't know not one nigga that drinks Quench. No, nobody drinks Quench.
That's 3 out of 4 people right there.
That's not how math works, nigga. You know that.
There's 4 of us. 3 of us drinking. You don't. That's 3 out of 4 people.
Hey, bro, stop. Look, hey, I'm not finna keep playing with y'all. I would've this. It's 3 of y'all. Y'all lucky. I'm telling you. Y'all niggas out of control.
This Walgreens ass candle over here. It's fake. We got Quench.
Dude, they write their skits so fucking beautifully because he's being chill at first, so there's this gradual thing. And he says, "Let me just get a Coke then. We have RC, both the red and blue can. you don't have to tell me the color of the can. I don't even know what RC is."
And then the assistant manager comes out like, "You offered the red and the blue." Oh, dude. Damn, I was hoping he'd say Aquafina, worst water. That would have been good. That would have been, we got Aquafina.
All right, I think you're up for the hater review.
All right, let's do the hater review.
But
Let's go.
salute to Tom Collins, the GOAT.
Tom Collins. I like the signing.
Look at his username.
I like the sass, dude.
Look at his.
Dude, Tom.
He had to settle.
Tomas Collins. You know what? This guy's cool.
No,
man.
he fucks. Tom Collins fucks, baby.
Dude, Topaz Coolins.
Let's hit you with the title.
Oh, okay, here we go. You'll put your money to better use if you burn it. Tomas definitely a troll. I created an account just to give this movie the worst rating that I possibly can give it. Here are the reasons that I first came to mind as why this movie is a glittering jewel of everything wrong with pop culture. 1. Needless and unentertaining, uncreative, and horribly graphic violence. 2. Needless, pathetic attempts at the being funny sexual content. 3. Needless, excessive, pathetic attempts at being funny language, especially coming from a little girl. 4. Shallow, flimsy, and pathetically strung together plot.
Wow.
5. Next to zero character development. Oh my goodness, it's painful just to bring it's painful just to try and remember this film. I feel ashamed that Nicolas Cage would be in this movie. I find the lack of any redeeming value in this movie to be staggering. I swear that my grades have dropped just because of my brain cells killed during the watching of this movie. This guy, that's insane, dude.
No, yeah, it's just
like,
wrong. Yeah.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong, man. Just be better, dude. You're just wrong.
I'll just one
Even for
point
that
because
time.
it's stupid. The next to zero character development. Kick-Ass
There was
had
character
it.
development.
Red Mist for sure. Probably the best one because he just wanted to be liked by anyone, like whether his dad joining the business, kids at school, do anything, and then
Kick-Ass
in
in
his
his
best
gravity of what it means to be a hero and
Yeah.
what the responsibility required.
Yeah,
His best friend getting the girl.
David Roberson.
David, you're a boner, dude. Don't be a boner. You suck.
All right, 5 out of 10.
Ass
Kicked. I was excited about this movie. I read some of the reviews, saw the trailer, and was genuinely excited about this film. However, unfortunately, it did not live up to my expectations. I hardly ever say this, but I feel like there was too much story and not enough action. I felt there was too much immaturity in the movie. Granted, it was about young superheroes, but to me, when a movie has more mature language and violent scenes, I expect a little more maturity in the plotline. Kick-Ass's The Boys storyline was just not really all that great in my opinion, especially the love story part. What a joke. I do understand that this movie is not to be taken too seriously, but too much immaturity can be annoying / sickening to sit through. I did like Hit Girl and Big Daddy, but there wasn't enough of them in the film, I think, to make a big enough impression. While there were some good moments, overall, the film failed to live up to its potential. Sadness, cry.
Sadness, cry.
Racker. You're a racker.
Racker. We're gonna rack it. We're gonna rack it. Yeah, that again, another wrong. There was a lot of wrong in this one.
But they went 5-10. There was a lot of wrong in this, but they went 5-10, so they just didn't bother talking about what they did enjoy.
Parts that they enjoyed, and the parts they didn't enjoy, yeah, it's Big Daddy, I thought Big Daddy and Hit Girl's story was perfect. I thought it didn't overstay its welcome. It was just enough to where when Big Daddy did die, it was great. I fucking loved it.
Questing Couch said David Bonerson.
Yeah, that guy was a boner, dude. What a solid quest. Solid. But yeah, man, I don't like it. Like he didn't leave a tag. I expect tags now from everyone. I want a signage tag by everyone.
Yeah.
Just like
Boner.
Just like Tom, dude. Topaz bringing the hot. Yeah, wrong.
We're
Wrong. Yeah, real wrong.
We're
So
trivia.
wrong.
We're trivia. You
All right,
ready?
trivia time, boys.
Dude, how was that Sprite skit?
So fucking good. We have Mellow Yellow. Hey, what the fuck?
Who the fuck's drinking Mellow Yellow with Sprite? Literally everyone.
It's just like Sprite. Then why the fuck?
They just go get Sprite.
Right. Dude, he had a that was such a damning argument. I'm like, why doesn't he just do that? He wins. He wins the argument.
Go get your manager. You got one of those? We have a system manager.
Motherfucker. I don't even know you, man. You don't be telling me quench. You don't be using quench. Mellow yellow, dirty toilet water. Dude, 100% questing.
All right, let's hit up the IMDb facts.
Okay, let's do
After being rejected by every studio they approached, Matthew Vaughn raised the budget at a dinner party and made the movie independently. Vaughn ultimately sold the movie to Universal for more than he had originally asked them for.
Oh, wow. That's what, yeah, that makes sense because at the time, too, this is a movie that had a lot. There's a lot of controversy.
Je ne sais quoi. Like, it was a moment. Like, no one wanted to touch this shit, but he cared about it so much. Like, well, fuck you.
Yeah,
because I don't know Matthew Vaughn. I'm not familiar with his game, or I wasn't. But he's an old Guy Ritchie producer.
Oh shit! Okay, so
yeah,
he had credibility to Hollywood too at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
He directed Layer Cake. You remember Layer Cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. No, this guy's got credibility. He's got weight.
Yeah. There's something else that comes up later that's really interesting in the facts.
Okay.
Before ending up in Lionsgate Studios, the producers of the movie tried several other studios who all had the same ultimatum. We'll take it if you drop Hit Girl or make her 19. It's tough. He's stuck with the vision.
Yep, there goes the whole je ne sais quoi controversies going on. It was great. I fucking loved it.
Kitty says, I really liked the movie for what it was. I think it took itself serious enough, but overall they all knew that this was an entertaining vigilante film. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Could not agree more.
Go let IMDb know, Kitty.
Yeah. It's based off a comic book. Everyone fucking lighten up, grow up.
Not even that. You keep going to that, but I just like you know how I rock. Like I'll sit down, tell me your rules. Let's make the narrative contract.
Oh, yeah, I like
and
that.
I'll sit there. I don't need like if it's based on something else, I don't really care about source material. Just like show me a movie, follow your own rules, and let's do this. Let's have fun.
I think that's the perfect way to look at films. I think it's literally the perfect way. 100%. All right, broskies, I'm off to watch some TV before I pass out. Got to catch up on The Witcher. I appreciate it, dudes. Thanks, Questy, for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you, buddy. You have a good night.
Yeah, later, Quest. Appreciate the follow.
Yeah, awesome, dude. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I just show me a movie. Just show me like if you want to.
That's perfect.
Hit Girl's first entrance wasn't working as well as it could, so it was Chloe Grace Moretz' own mother, present on set throughout filming, who suggested that they revert back to the comic book and have her daughter use the word cunt.
Nice.
Imagine like, nah, she's got to cunt it up. This is no good.
She's
got to
cut it up. baby, after you get your Capri Sun, you got to say cunt. Cunt it up.
Cut it up.
Thank you, Mama.
Nicolas Cage modeled his speech mannerisms for Big Daddy on original Batman 1966 Adam West. According to Matthew Vaughn, Cage started acting out his lines this way at the first costume fitting. Vaughn was happy for Cage to continue with this performance in the film, citing his irritation with the gravelly voice Christian Bale used in The Dark Knight.
I like it. That's funny. It's funny because Cage is indirectly both Batman and Superman. Like he's played both those roles indirectly.
Right.
And it's awesome to me. I love it, dude. But only Cage, God, Nicolas Cage. I'll glaze him. I'll glaze him all day. 10 out of 10, this dude.
Mark Miller actually prefers the film version to his own comic book.
Fuck. Now that is the highest compliment.
It is. That's why I included it, because it's the same thing with the author of the book Fight Club. He felt that the movie was an improvement on the book. I don't think he would go that. His word
It's just
was an improvement. Yeah, like it adds something. It didn't just like take from the book and bastardize it and make a movie like
Right,
is.
right. I would say Mark Miller went a step further with the compliment then at that
Right.
point because he prefers it over his own comic book. Huge. From like a screenplay and a writing standpoint, biggest compliment you can ever get.
I just recently heard a podcast interview with the two screenwriters for Scott Pilgrim and the comic book writer.
Yeah.
And it was funny how synergistic their process was, because by the time the movie came out, and definitely when it was in production, the whole comic series wasn't out yet. So there were lines that made it into the movie that the guy ended up using for the comic series because he liked them so
That's
much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good compliment. As a writer, that's got to be the highest compliment you can get. That's badass. Super cool.
Chloe Grace Moretz trained extensively with the Toronto Circus School before filming began, so she could do most of her own stunts.
Yeah, dude, she crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
She was very believable. It was awesome seeing her on screen, just zip and zab.
Nicolas Cage came up with his character's disguise that Damon McCready would have a mustache, while Big Daddy would have an even larger mustache via adhesive extensions. Which that is funny. That's where
nice
I gave it screenplay credit, but I guess it was Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Gluing on mustache extensions is dirty ass work. That's some dirty ass work.
And that's why they call him Big Daddy. I was sitting there, dude. When I saw that, I was like, that little attention to detail.
That's such a funny ass detail.
It's a fun, but it's dedicated. I'm like, fuck yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Like the cops are gonna come look at me, he's like, look at his mustache. It's too short. That's not the same guy. Like that's why I love it, dude. That was really good.
Brad Pitt, who was good friends with Matthew Vaughn, was originally going to play the part of Big Daddy, but instead decided to do Inglourious Bastards, 2009, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
And I'm happy he did. That was a great fucking movie. Really good fucking movie.
Oh yeah, he was very good in that one. Imagine being really good friends with Brad Pitt.
I don't even know what that means, man.
Yes.
Like, I think you're just being really good friends with Brad Pitt is just being there for him to soapbox over his Brangelina fucking situation. Like, I don't think it's great.
In the first one, it talked about how Vaughn raised the money to make the movie at a dinner party, like a fundraiser.
Probably.
Can you imagine who was there?
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need. Brad's just sitting there being fucking cool and hot. That sucks, dude. Because Brad Pitt, I got a bone to pick with Brad because in this life you can't be Brad Pitt young. You can't look like young Brad Pitt and then grow up and look like the better looking Robert Redfield. Like that's fucking horrible. That's insane, dude. That sucks. Like that's such no man can reach that. There's no over the back here. You're Robert Redford. You're like a sexier Robert Redford, and then you got to be young Brad Pitt. God, it's insane to me, dude.
That's your bone to pick with him, and he's
that's my bone to pick with Brad.
Too many generations.
You're too hot. And when I saw him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm like, no, you cannot do that. That's insane, dude.
We talk about that all the time, though. Like I like when women do that.
I love it when women do it.
Like
but I don't have to compete with them.
Okay. Like Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, so
like
good.
all phases, of her adult life, amazing.
Absolutely. Sofia Vergara, absolute stun, just smoke show to me.
I didn't see her too much when she was younger.
She was a babe.
But Jennifer Connelly as well.
Jennifer Connelly, babe, all the way through.
But all the way up, like MILF Cougar.
All the way.
Trying to see what that'd be like.
Brad Pitt, sexier than all of them. Every woman you just named, he's better than all of them. It's crazy, dude. It makes no sense. When he's sitting there, I'm watching the movie, and he's like, your name was something stupid. And he's just like, what, Tex? He's like, nah, it was something dumber than that. I was sitting there like, this guy fucking looks like Robert Redford, but hotter. He's got a tight shirt on with his super high waist pants. I'm sitting there like, I think I'm in love.
Kitty says, I still love Scarlett Johansson. When she's young, even when she's adult, she still looks like too young in the face for me.
she's a babe. She's such a babe.
No,
I
now
knew-
she's like, yeah.
I knew I was like, oh, I think she's in my top when I saw the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, and I still wanted I'm trying to see what that looked. It was just her voice.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's just her voice. I'm
You
like, I
know,
want to be.
you know, it's funny. I was watching. Well, this is already funny. I was watching Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Yeah, it is. What the fuck, dude?
Look, man, I was folding laundry, and Disney Plus suggested it to me. I was like, I remember this being. Talk about a tight, airtight script.
No.
A 90-minute. I miss that shit, dude. I miss a 90-minute.
The 90-minute.
Not
Everything was
over
awesome.
frivolous. Is so good, dude.
You're
It was
introduced
like,
to
man,
the family
how-
within 15, 30 minutes. Everything goes
Yes,
awry.
yes, and it just goes, and the movie's over before I even find my second sock. It is beautiful.
Yeah. 60 minutes in, you have a repeatable "Hey there, guys" line that you're gonna say for the rest of your life. 30 minutes in, the rolls of credits. I guess.
So, anyways, I was watching this, and a very young, I think like preteen Mila Kunis is in that movie.
Okay, there you go.
She comes over as
Mila.
the friends when they have their party.
She's got like an evil look about her that I've always found attractive. She always looks bad. She looks mad. I'm like, oh god, she won't put up with my bullshit. I like it.
I do like those looks. Her and Aubrey Plaza, where she has this
Yeah,
very.
dude,
She doesn't do it anymore, but when she first hit the scene, she had this very and her monotone voice. She had a very uninterested face, like unimpressed.
Like she does not care about you as a person whatsoever. I'm like, I just want to impress her.
The rights to the film version of Kick-Ass were sold before the comic book was first published.
Oh wow, yeah, that says a lot. That says a lot.
Was the second most pirated film of 2010, 11.4 million downloads, BitTorrent, ahead of Inception. Number 3, 9.72. Avatar 2009, number 1, 16.58 million downloads.
Well, mostly because of all the controversy that it's spurred up, man. Like it was wild.
Yeah. Matthew Vaughn's involvement with Kick-Ass largely came about in reaction to his failure to secure the directing gig for Hancock.
Well, I mean, that played out very well because if I had to compare the two,
Kick-Ass is leaps and bounds better.
Yeah,
but it makes me curious about Vaughn's version of Hancock. I might have liked that movie then.
With Vaughn's weight and what he does, I don't think it's not. I think it's easy to say Vaughn's vision would have been superior. It would have been better.
Oh, it would have been better, but like I wonder, like likable, like maybe I like, oh shit, like it's one of my favorites. Now I don't.
I
even...
like Hancock. I
What?
enjoy that movie. It's not bad,
Do you?
but I do. It's it establishes its rules, like how you view it and how you see it. It's got a good plot of a has-been superhero who's not liked by
But
anybody.
one of those rules, sorry to cut you off, but one of those rules is that you could shove one guy's head up another guy's ass, and then they both survive and then go on to be the main villain of the movie. That was their rule. It's like,
yeah, it's funny.
Fuck you.
I think we're
Fuck
learning in
you.
real time. I'm able to suspend disbelief and accept way more than Fury.
Because by that
Like, that's
time,
funny to me.
because I didn't mind the head up the ass scene. Like, okay, like do your thing. Fuck
'Cause
it.
by all means, they should have died, right?
But then
'Cause
they
that's just
came
not
back. They're like, fucking hell. And it was towards the end. So I was already like hated the dialogue. There was nothing I cared about that was going on.
I think I was just in love with the idea more so of the superhero,
Right.
the alcoholic.
But that's see you anytime you like or not like something, it's always something not related to the movie.
I know. This is who I am. This is me. This is me. Moving on.
In the comic book, Big Daddy's backstory, I did put it in here, was being an ex-cop was a lie. He was an accountant who was bored with his life and kidnapped his daughter and made her into a vigilante. Many fans preferred the film version, including Mark Miller, who said that it would have messed up the structure of the movie. The comics artist John Romita Jr. stated the Big Daddy story in the film works better, stopping short. You love him better in the film.
First of all, for those of you who are familiar with Mark Miller, yeah, that says a lot, dude. Because he's into some dark shit, and he's just like, like that's like, clearly better in the film. And John Romita Jr., who is like a renowned comic book artist, like his dad. Yeah, dude, when you have multiple heads from the comic book world saying like the film version is infinitely better, because it is. I don't know why. It's like, I'm gonna make this guy just bored and kidnaps a girl and make her an assassin. It's like, jeez.
I was thinking about that, and you could stomach that. I mean, it's a whole different movie.
It's a whole different.
But just that premise, you can stomach that if you do a good job showing the audience, however you want to go about that, how bored he was at being an accountant, like Fight Club level.
But here's my thing. 100% you can, but that's its own movie. That's
right. Yeah. Then it just changes everything, though.
To be its own film.
But I was thinking about like such a twisted premise, and I was like, how would that work? And you have to make his accountant existence, and you have to be quick about it, but you have to make it the most mundane thing. Like, I've been bored at work. I've never been kidnap a little girl bored. Yeah.
I'm gonna go kidnap a little girl. I'm bored.
Like, I just have to.
Yeah, like, I clocked out early. Got all my weeks.
Kind of maybe not so slow a burn, but kind of like the Joker in the Joker.
Yeah. No, here's my
like
thing.
It was this gradual thing.
If you're trying to make that move, and here's the problem too. If you're trying to make that film, that idea, all you're doing, and it's kind of weird that I'm bringing it back. All you're doing is making a worse version of Leon the Professional at that point. You're just making a worse version of that film. That's it. Simple as that.
He didn't kidnap her. I thought he rescued her.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're making a worse
film.
Of that film. Yeah, you're making a worse version of that film.
Oh, now you're gonna challenge me to do it. Oh, fucking Gremlins 3 is coming out. I don't know if they took my idea, but it's coming out.
Yeah, Hollywood's fucking out of ideas. Of course they're making Gremlins 3, dude. Let's do it.
No, I'm gonna be front and center, baby. But what's funny? Hold on, let me pull up the tweet so I can read from it. Hold on.
Oh God.
It's so fucking funny. Cause do you know who the screenwriter who created the Gremlins?
No.
His name's Chris Columbus. He
fucking dope.
No, dude, now that I've been reading about screenwriters and all this stuff, it's like some of them are just they're just so G. Like, he sold Gremlins while he was still in college, while he was still in film school. He's like, hey, I have a crazy fucking idea. And I mean fucking crazy, bro.
Crazy. Hey, how many Chinese guys you got a retainer that have crazy sweatshops for location? Because I'm putting it in, baby. Like, I think Sylvester Stallone has one of the most badass in terms of screenplay turning into actor phenom stories ever. But like, yeah, dude, screenplay, they don't give a fuck, dude. Screenwriters and screenplay writers.
All right, so this one Twitter account says Chris Columbus says Gremlins 3 will use practical puppets instead of CGI.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And which is already a good a good announcement. Thing. And then someone shared that and said, I thought we canceled this freak for that shit he pulled in 1492.
Hell yeah. The internet wins. The internet always wins.
But it's coming, baby.
Here's my thing. That's a really badass way to announce your movie's coming. Like, that's just because you could have just said, "Hey, Gremlins 3's coming," and that would have set the world ablaze.
Right. That retweet, it's like the best free publicity you could ever get.
You could ever ask. Hey, you know what? Gremlins 3 is gonna use practical effects. What? Like, can we not? You said too many awesome things in one fucking sentence. Like, it was quiet over here. We were eating dinner just fine. Then you just showed up. Like, what? Let's put things into context. Love it. That's awesome. Awesome.
Or did it already come out? There's I don't know. Maybe the rights were sold. There's a bunch of Gremlins movies. I knew about 2.
Yeah, probably some spinoffs.
Well, there's like an animated one that came out in 2022, Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai.
Nah, we don't talk about that.
I'm not even gonna click into the IMDb page. That's
Don't even do it, dude. Don't do
no. I bet if you watch that movie in its entirety, you turn into a gremlin.
it. Just depends on the gremlin. Gremlins in New York was like iconic to me. You know what
Worldly.
movie came out in 2011? Real Steel. That was a fun movie. That's
It is. It is good. I like when people talk about that movie because it's like
Yeah,
a sparkle, and
Yeah.
there's like 5% of them wants to feel bad for liking it, but the rest is just all in. It's just all in.
dude.
It is a good one.
Awesome. It was one of my favorites. I legit clapped in the theater. It's pretty funny.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
dude.
Worldly was by
accident. By accident, just. All right. I loved it because it does bring out that inner childhood rock'em sock'em. You're able to like, you know, you have this giant robot, which is cool, and it might have a personality, but only to you because it's not really. But like that creative spark that you have as a kid, bringing that thing to life, and everything kind of works into that way. It was really.
I
It's a
think
good movie.
Real Still is what you get when you just hit the mark.
Yeah.
Like everyone
Oh,
wants to
what a
be
great
this
way
like
to start.
visionary, or oh, I'm gonna overact, or I'm gonna do all this, or the story's gonna have this crazy twist. Like, dude, just show the fucking robots fighting, man. And get out of the way. And get out of the way. You know what we want to see.
All right, and you know what? Let's
We
throw
wanna-
some Jackman in there.
we
Let's throw
wanna
some
see-
Jackman in there as well.
Right.
We'll
We
have
want to see a fucking robot fucking training to Eminem. That's all we want.
Yeah, that's all
Just
we
deliver
want.
that.
And then that's all we got.
Get out of the way. Get out of the
Oh,
way.
dude. And then let's throw in some. Let's get a big heavy hitter in there. Let's give him some lines. But we're mostly gonna watch robots fuck each other up. That was great. That's a great movie. I loved it when he like Jackman's on his last fucking dime, his final fight on the outskirts, and that fucking bull just destroys his road. Wait! Like he just acts away. You can feel the distress of like, fuck, I have nothing now. I don't know. That movie was good. That was a really good.
I wouldn't mind watching that one, but I do hope we vote for something else.
Yeah, for sure.
Big Daddy's line, "Now go to Robin's Revenge," is a reference to a Robin comic where Robin fought a blind martial artist master. Even though he was blind, his skill was such that Robin could not lay a finger on him. Robin was able to set up a whistle to blow automatically. This overloaded the blind man's primary sense and allowed Robin to sneak up behind him.
Hell yeah. I love fuck, dude.
The deeds.
It's so cool. Now go to Robin's Revenge! As he's on fire, burning, and,
He's on
and Fury's
fire.
sitting there like,
Can
why
confirm he is
screaming
on
like
fire,
that? Why is
yeah.
he doing that?
Yeah, I thought
Fury's
we
like-
canceled this freak. Dude, cancel this freak is also a funny way to open.
It's really good. He was blind but knew everything. Sounds like my uncle. That's that's the thing, man. Like Worley, that's yeah. I love again that scene was really heavy for me. I don't know why, but I got emotional, dude, when that came out. It was just because even through him being on fire, having rubber melt grafted onto his skin, he's just trying to help his daughter all the way through, execute what they've been training for. It was really fucking great scene, dude. It was
Good.
a really great scene.
Good, very well done. Body count 70.
I like how there's 29 thumbs up. But why 4? But why the 4 thumbs down? That
it's
makes
like
no sense to me.
either they didn't
Are
like
you
it as a
upset because
fact, or
this-
they miscounted, or
like was it actually 30? Was it actually 71 and that's why because it's incorrect, or like what why? I don't like numbers. I don't like the number 70. Like it's weird.
But
That's a weird
there
one.
we are.
That was awesome. That right there, guys. Kick ass. Coming on in, having some fun. Yeah, dude.
Are we logging our scores? I you said you were gonna make
Yes,
a
so
channel in the Discord.
Thank you for reminding me. So save that because I already have a channel in the Discord. It's called Popcorn Talk. In the section, I'm going to create a category each time. What I'm planning on doing from here on out, whatever movie we vote on, I'm going to go edit the Discord, add in the category for that movie, giving our audience the entire week to put in their opinions, to put in their comments. That way we can fill it with our score.
Oh, great.
I think that's the best idea that we can do with that. So
I like that.
Sergo came on in through his Kick-Ass review by Sergo. 2000. Sergo couldn't be here because he's out and about doing school. Review by Sergo. He says, Kick-Ass has a special place in my heart, so I can't give it a bad review. Yes, this film may not be the best film, but it's something. In my opinion, Kick-Ass 1 and 2 are better than most superhero movies out there. Also, it doesn't help that I'm a bit biased towards this film just because it means something to me. But outside of that, I think this film is a solid 7.5 out of 10, considering I'm not rating like Fury, so on acting, plot, etc., I'm just giving it a 7.5 out of 10. His heart of hearts.
Which is so fucking funny because he gave the same score I gave. Not rating like Fury. Fuck you, Sergo. Hey, here, write this down for me and then read it back to him. Hey, fuck you, Sergo.
He's gonna be delighted that we both scored the same score. It's gonna be funny. So that's